Hi guys, welcome to another review. Today we're going to be reviewing the Sherwood Rekker EK60. Alright. So today we're going to be reviewing another hockey stick. This is the Sherwood Rekker EK60. I want to say a big thank you to our friends at Sherwood for hooking it up to go ahead and demo this stick, and the other couple of people that I did choose for this one as well. Thank you. If you can tell, Matt Hill has already uploaded his. You can check him out. I'll post the link below to his channel directly to the actual review so you can get it checked out. You can also read our review over at Mod Squad Hockey. I'm thinking Jack. Matt, I believe, is Matt Save something. I'll link it down below as well for you. So we'll go ahead and get it started to give our opinion. So starting off, a little bit of the specs for this stick. This is the Rekker 95 Flex PP26 to Stashny. I am currently trying to convince Sherwood to just drop Stashny and just put my name on it because, come on, let's be realistic. This curve is my jam. For those of you curious what the Stashny looks like, think Sakic, but the lie is about at a 5.56. It's not that open. It's actually pretty fair. I love this curve. It's my favorite curve, and I swear by it in any curve that is similar to it. So as for details, that'll be that. And I've been using this stick for about 7 months now. A little bit on and off because I have been trying out other sticks. What I like to do is I use different sticks to kind of get a feeling of where this one stacks up to a different stick, say Warrior, CCM, and Bauer, and STX. Those are kind of the brands that I'm rolling with. And you'll see those reviews as well. For right now, you probably won't see another review for a couple of weeks as far as gear that I just recently received. I took a hit from behind. I suffered some nerve damage on my legs, so I'm going to be out for another 3 to 4 weeks according to my doctor. I'm not even allowed to play goalie at all, so whatever. Let's move on. Now, this stick did come with a bit of grip. It's kind of cool at the bottom. It becomes a satin type of grip. As you can see, it's not as shiny. And as you start getting towards the middle of the shaft, you start seeing some gloss. But don't be fooled by it. It's a nice little grip. It's not a very tacky grip, so don't be alarmed thinking it's going to be super sticky. It's just right. I do enjoy it, and it goes very well with the gloves that I use, which are also a pair of custom Sherwoods that you guys saw, and even my Warrior franchises. So for the grip, I love it. It's not too much, and it's not too little. I thoroughly enjoy it. I do like a little bit of grip to just kind of have a grip on it, and that'll be good for that. As far as the aesthetics, I do like the color of it. This is probably the first time that I've received a Sherwood stick with some color. As you guys can tell, most of the Sherwood sticks that I do get, they do actually send them to me in all-out black with just the white Sherwood on it. Either way, it's all about the stick. But the cool part is when people see me with the all black stick, they come over, hey, what's going on with the Sherwood stick? Is it new? What is it about? I answer the questions with this one. They see it, hey, that's cool, that's different. Tell me about this one. So either way, it's an attention grabber. It's got a little bit of the honeycomb down at the bottom of the shaft. And just to kind of tell the story about graphene. And so we'll touch up on that here momentarily. For the blade, they've kept it kind of the same with the blade as the T120. Nice, solid, and stiff blade. Gives no flex back. We'll touch up on that momentarily. And then, of course, up at the top, it's got a little bit of white and some black and a little bit of red. Either way, everybody's happy. I'm very happy. So, as far as aesthetics, I'm happy with it. And for the blade and the curve, like I said, come on Sherwood, come up big. Hook up your boy and just, you know, make this the Yanez curve. Yeah? I love the curve. Never had an issue with it. Never had an issue with the Sherwood blades. They're very stiff, very rigid, very forgiving as well. No back flex. Whatever shot that you pick, you're going to feel where the blade is touching the puck, where you're shooting off of the blade with the puck. And of course, because there's no back flex, you can count on a good accurate shot where you're trying to aim 8 out of 10 times. I'm saying that because occasionally you're going to miss it. Everybody misses shots. Maybe 7 out of 10. Whatever. You know what I mean? As far as the blade, this blade is perfect. What Sherwood's doing with their blades, I'm very happy with. I would give this a 10 out of 10. The curve, I mean, come on. It's my curve. 10 out of 10. 2 thumbs up. Whole party round. Now, stick handling with the stick was totally different. There's a big difference between the T120 and the EK60. The EK60 is more of a lower kick. If you remember on my T120 review, that's kind of more of a mid kick with a nice sweet taper. This one has a sweet taper, but the kick is more lower, so it's going to make it a lot whippier. Think very, very whippy. I'm talking 95 flex on a T120 is perfect. On a EK60, it's not enough. It really felt like my stick handling was just a noodle and just dragging the puck along. It was actually kind of neat to watch. So it was very neat. A lot of people were kind of like, wow, that stick flexes a lot when you're stick handling. So it was kind of cool. I felt the puck wherever my hands were, and it was very responsive to the touch. The passing with it was very, very great. It actually felt like I was shooting the puck at sometimes at people. So for the stick handling, I would give that an 8 out of 10. Very good, but it just kind of felt like it was a little too whippy. That's more of my fault for not asking enough questions. Maybe I could have gone a higher flex. I don't know, but we'll touch up on that later on. As far as shooting, wrist shots, great. You can shoot from anywhere. I was able to shoot from the point while playing defense and go top corner. Just get a good hard shot, get to the back of the net, just through and through. It gave me a great shot. It gave me a great snapshot. One-timers were kind of iffy. It felt like I was leaning too hard into it sometimes with my one-timers, so my one-timers became quick snapshots. I could not have the ability to wind up whenever I would be on the point. It felt like I was going to literally kill someone because it was too whippy, and sometimes that felt like I had not 100% control over that. Slap shots, I actually felt like it was too whippy for a slap shot. I couldn't put my all into a good hard shot. And there were quite a few times where the stick felt like it was going to break. It bent back so much, and then eventually I ended up just kind of bottoming out and falling on my face. Now, as hilarious as that was, it was also kind of unpleasant at the fact that it just whipped so much on a slap shot. So what I ended up doing is I cut off about 2 inches to try to give it some good stiffness. Unfortunately, at that point, it created a problem where my stick wasn't tall enough for the height that I like using my stick. So what I did was I added a composite plug. Well, adding a composite plug also added another problem. It also created the fact that the composite was able to react with this, and it, made it whippy again. So what I did was I added a wooden plug, and the wooden plug actually took care of it. As you can see, the wooden plug is out of it, or else you would see some wood, because that's not my normal tape job. Giving it a rating, if you're a quick snapshot, quick wrist shot kind of guy, I think you would love this stick. It gives you the great qualities of other top high-end brands that claim that they have a low kick stick and that it performs. This stick performs just like them, hand in hand, shot for shot. But if you're kind of more of a guy that will wind up for a slap shot or do a bigger wind up for a one timer, you're not going to enjoy yourself very much unless you like those whippier flexes. If we're talking about that and you're looking and you're normally say using an 85 flex, look at the 95 flex. It's going to perform just like it. It's not as stiff. Shooting, I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8 for 10 because I was able to, get some good quality shots with the wrist shot and the snapshot, but one timers and slap shots is just not that fun. Now, passing, like I did say before, passing and receiving passes were great. The whip of it was actually creating kind of like a cradle where you would accept a good hard pass and the stick would kind of flex back. You'd catch the puck and just, either throw it back or throw it somewhere or just take the shot with it. It was great. So as far as receiving passes, it was pretty good. No back flex on the blade. It was very forgiving though. The blade was stiff enough where you could accept a good hard pass, but it wasn't going to blow up on you and, bounce away or bounce over. Throwing passes, you could throw a good hard pass, and because shooting with the stick is so effortlessly, it's so whippy that you could create a good hard pass and just rifle it at someone, whether it's up the ice, across the ice, or even just shoot it at the crease, kind of like a hard shot slash pass. You were able to get those and bomb them out on people, and if they were able to accept a good hard pass from you, it was going to turn into a good situation. So 10 for 10 on passing. I never really had that big of an issue, and I was very happy with the quality of the passing. The durability, and that's where we're going to go ahead and touch up on graphene. So Sherwood states on the stick itself, even on on the website, on their catalog, wherever you can find any information on this stick, that they're using graphene technology into this. If you don't feel like being studious enough to go ahead and look up, I'll give you a quick description of graphene. Stop me if I'm wrong. Sure. Oh, hi, Emmy. This is our new puppy. Her name is Emmy. And so anyway, graphene is supposed to be kind of like a graphite type of property, where it's more on the cell base, and it's supposed to be on a cellular strength stronger than steel. Graphene is used in a lot of different qualities in science and a lot of different projects. I would suggest you look it up. It is really cool what graphene is being used for. You would be really surprised what it's actually used for, not just for sports, not just for car racing, not just for any machinery, but as far as electricity, things like that. It's pretty awesome. The history to it, how it came to be, and what the properties of it are. So the graphene is supposed to be kind of in the slash zone in this area to kind of solidify it, where your stick gets beat up the most. There's some good chips on it here and somewhere else, I'm sure, but this is probably the deepest one. You can actually feel that one, the divot. And so what it does is it creates kind of like a stronger but lighter enforcement. Think of the Mission Titanium TI stick, and where they had the quote-unquote titanium weave, quote-unquote, on the slash zone, which would be this area on almost any stick. And that's what this is kind of taking off from that. I'm not saying they stole the idea, but I'm saying this kind of creates a little bit of the same idea there. This stick has been slashed, stepped on, kicked. Actually, I had a guy kick it. It kind of pissed people off on the ice. It's great. It's perfect for when I'm testing out sticks. And the best part about it is that it's just come back for more. You can tell a little bit of the wear on the bottom of the shaft, and also right here. Let me try to. There you go. So it's not that bad at all. It's very strong. It survived me smacking it on the glass, smacking it on the boards, and smacking it on the goalie's post. It's kept its performance going. As far as all the sticks that I use, This is one of the few, and that's one thing about Sherwood that they've been able to keep, is their sticks, no matter how long you use them, they always feel the same. They stay consistent as far as performance, and they stay consistent as far as, you know, the durability. They stay around for a while, and they're able to perform as if they did day one. I haven't lost feel of the blade. I haven't lost feel of the shaft, of the stick handling, of anything. So that's one thing that Sherwood's always going to keep me happy with their consistency and their durability as far as performance as well. This stick has not let me down at all. And so for that, I'm going to get back over here closer to the light. And because of that, I will go ahead and just say 10 for 10 for durability. 10 for 10 as far as consistency. And the fact that you can get a good use out of this stick for a long time. Bang for your buck. As far as durability and performance, this is probably a stick that you want to go for. I think this is a stick that you'd be very happy with. Now, for feel, for the puck, and anything like that, graphene is a very strong but light material. Like I covered before, it's very light. This is actually the lightest stick in the market. As of right now is where it stands. You can look it up. You can also compare all the weights of all the sticks that are high end. This is pretty much either 1 or 2 as far as lightness. The puck feel is phenomenal. I haven't had a single issue with it ever. This is one of the saving graces for this stick. As far as being unhappy with the flexibility of the shaft, just feeling like it's just so flexible or too flexible. But other than that, you know, if you're just using a regular wrist shots, not really going all out with all your other shots, this is a stick that would be very, very good for a lot of people. If you're stop it. If you're one of those guys that's using the Vapor line, if you're one of those guys that's using the Warrior, like the QRL style line, the Widows, this is probably a stick that's more right up in your alley as far as those, because of the qualities that it does provide, and durability. This stick I always paired up with my Easton V9E because they both give the same performance. They were whippier than possible, than stated, but they stayed very consistent. However, this one outlasted the V9E, which broke in the first month I had it. So that kind of tells the story of where Easton stood as far as durability and Sherwood stands as far as durability, because the Easton was in November and this Sherwood is from before that, and it's already July. So goes to show. Would I recommend this stick to the guy who's using low kick sticks? Absolutely. To the guy who likes a good quick snapshot? Absolutely. Stick, I just couldn't get a good hard slap shot off the point, but tomato, you still get a good performance out of it. If you're a guy using lighter flexus and low kick sticks, this is going to be the stick for you. It's going to give you everything that today's hockey market is going to offer. But as far as durability, it's going to give you everything that you need, because eventually it's going to start paying you back. It's going to start shooting $5 bills out of that at the 6 or 7 month range, because it's still going strong. It's still giving you the performance like others that wouldn't be able to. I'm not trying to throw everyone else under the bus, but as far as Sherwood durability, this is one of the things about it. Now, Matt's review, I did see that he cracked the bottom of his stick. I'll have to look at it again to see how he broke it, because I'm very abusive to my sticks. You actually see people complaining to me, why are you beating up your sticks? Why are you angry? It's not that I'm angry. Occasionally I will get angry on the ice, but it's not that I'm angry. It's more the fact that I'm just trying to get a good beating into that stick to try to see what the breaking points are, what the durability is, how long is it going to take to break if I'm just going to be abusive. I'm very abusive. It still hasn't broken. Goes to show. For the overall score, what I would give this, I would give it 8.5, 9 out of 10. Just because of the fact that it's durable, it's light, it's very well balanced. One thing that I was very concerned about is the weight and the balance. How were they going to work? It's very mid-balanced. It wasn't blade heavy, it wasn't top heavy. It never felt anything like that. And sometimes I felt like maybe I should add a little more tape somewhere to kind of try to create a weight. But you know what? You just adjust and you go with it. And it turned out to be pretty great. So, 9 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. And, of course, I would recommend it. Right now, I did see that they started cutting prices on these on Hockey Monkey. So, I definitely recommend it. If you're coming over from a low kick, like a Vapors type of stick, this is a stick that's going to follow up for you and last you just as long, maybe longer, depending on how much you abuse your sticks. So, other than that, if you have any questions, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. And you know what? Thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. And we'll be talking soon.